This is the smallest gamepad I've ever purchased. We're going to be looking at 3 reasons why it's awesome, so let's go. Here we have the 8-bit Do 02 controller, and look at it, it's pretty nifty, pretty small. It's got that reflective surface on the top. This can be used on Android, iOS, it can be used with your Switch. You will need an 8-bit Do adapter for your Switch to use it, but yeah, it's a pretty nifty piece of kit. So the first advantage is the actual form factor and size itself. This controller is absolutely tiny. Look at it in my hand. It's incredible. It's really, really cool. I will bring in a couple of other controllers and we can have a look at it side by side with them. We have it up against a Switch Joy-Con. As you can see, it's actually smaller than the Joy-Con by a fair amount. I'll bring in an actual Switch Pro controller. This is the Splatoon Switch Pro controller. It completely dominates it. This thing is a wafer in comparison to the Switch Pro controller. But this is another one of their offerings. It is a knockoff of the SNES controller, only this one has joysticks, it has trigger buttons. Let's check the actual size itself. I've got the handy measuring tape here. And as you can see, that is about 3 inches wide, so it's a tiny, tiny controller. That really is the first benefit of this thing. It can go anywhere. It's going to fit in any pocket. It's got a little thing for a lanyard here. You can put it on a keychain. You can stick it in a bag. You can put it in along with your Switch in the case. This thing's awesome for portability. So the second thing, in terms of a benefit that I wanted to talk about with this, it's more of an aesthetic benefit. This thing just looks so cute. It's really, really cool, cozy looking thing. It's just funky. To have a controller that's literally the size of one of your fingers is pretty insane. And strangely, the form factor is actually relatively comfortable still. I've got massive hands and still really comfortable in the hand. But this thing's just really cute. The top little left and right buttons, you've got your little charger port. It's awesome. It's really, really cool. I think if you have any friends and family that are into their game collecting, into the collecting of controllers or little knickknacks for the games, this thing's going to be really awesome as a gift for them or to impress them when you bring it around. So the third thing that's awesome about this controller is the buttons themselves. So you've got your A, B, X, Y buttons. They're really nice buttons. Reminds me of an old SNES kind of controller, a little bit firmer. The D-pad reminds me of an SNES D-pad. Perfect for playing 2D platformers, for playing fighting games. Really, really cool. Your start and select button, there's no squishy, kind of spongy start and select here. These are proper plastic buttons, so really good. And the 2 buttons that I actually like the most, and it's probably the 2 you'll be using the fewest if you're playing a lot of 2D games, is the right and left bumper. They're really tactile, really clicky. Some people don't really like that. I personally love it. It reminds me of the Z button on the GameCube controller. They're really, really cool and satisfying to click. But the buttons are awesome. So the form factor is great. It's small, compact. Obviously, that's why you're buying this controller. It aesthetically looks good. It's funky. It's different. It'll get you some style points. And then the actual thing plays and is comfortable in the hand. The buttons feel good. The D-pad feels nice. Is it going to be something that you're taking on a 5 or 6 hour gaming binge session? No, but if you've got this and you're going around for some multiplayer to a friend's house, or you're out and about, or connecting it to a tablet or phone, this thing's awesome. So should you purchase the 8-bit Do 0 controller? Well, that depends on a couple of things. If you travel a lot, if you like just neat little different gadgets, miniature game consoles, etc., this might be awesome for you. If you're playing things on a tablet, if you have a kid, so little small hands, this can be really cool. I like it just more as a novelty. It can't be used obviously on all games, but if you're a 2D gamer, if you're doing something on a tablet, if you've got a young kid, this is an awesome choice. So there will be more reviews and different products coming on the channel. Hit the subscribe button and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.